All right, in this video, I'm going to put these pistons back inside the short block, and I'm going to use just a couple of items here. I got a little thing of oil and one of these ARP piston installers. I'm also going to install the Cobra Engineering pivot pins and put the freeze plug in the oil gallery. First thing I'm going to do before I get started, I'm going to wipe down the rod journals. Now I'm going to leave this journal up. I start with the first journal, work my way back. So I'll do 1 and 5, then I'll move this journal up, and then I'll do 2 and 6, and so on down the line. Okay, so the way I do this is I got my little bucket about halfway full. I like to keep it full enough to where when I put the piston inside there, it covers the wrist pin. That way oil gets in through the wrist pin. Also, when I'm doing this, I take one last look at these piston rings, make sure my markings are up, make sure they're not in there upside down, make sure the gaps are in the right location. Once I'm good with the piston rings, and I'll check them again too once they go in there, just go ahead and turn this over and set it down in there. Submerge it in there. I'll kind of work it back and forth. Then I take the rod cap off. And while it's sitting here, I check my bearing one last time, put some assembly lube on it. This is the ARP piston installer or ring compressor. It compresses the ring as it rings as it goes down in there. This is 91 millimeter. They make them that are adjustable. They weren't making them adjustable when I got this, at least I don't think. This is 91 millimeter, which is pretty much 3.582. Well, I like to get the piston started in this tool before I move it over to the block. I'm going to go ahead and take this out, let it drain out a little bit, get the oil out of it. Now I take my tool and I'm going to go ahead and get that started. And now this is the final check of the rings, where the rings are at, making sure they're in the right spot. And then I just kind of move it up and down just to make sure that the rings are compressing the way they do. They're not catching on anything. And now I can move it over to the block. And now once you got it in this position, now it's as easy as just, I take my 2 thumbs and just kind of go pretty quickly and push straight down with it. And now I'll reach up underneath there, grab hold of the rod, and as I push down on the piston, I slowly guide that rod onto the journal. The cap, put a little bit of assembly lube on there. Before you put that cap on there, you want to check the bearing to make sure that it's seated in the cap correctly. And now just add some of this ARP, some more ARP lube to underneath the bolt head and on the threads again. And I'm going to run these down evenly. I'm going to do the same thing for number 5. I'm going to use this crank tool to turn the crank around. One, I'm going to check the clearance for the grinding that we did. And then 2, get a feel for how smooth it is going around there. You don't have to use this tool. This is also the tool I use to put my degree wheel on here. But you can use like an adjustable wrench on the... Okay, with both caps snug down, go ahead and rotate it. This rotates really easy. Now you can see there's a lot more clearance now between the rod bolt and the engine block from the grinding. After I check my clearances, then I go ahead and leave this journal. I'm working my way down, so I'm going to leave this journal in the farthest position. Just continue on, repeat the same process. Check clearances, check bearings, check rings, and everything all the way down. So now I've got all of them snugged down. I'm going to go through and torque each journal at a time. I'm going to start out with 20 foot-pounds. Now I'm going to go 40 foot-pounds. And finally I'm going to go up to 65 foot-pounds. Now with 1 and 5 torque, I want to make sure we still got that play. and then crank it over and move on down the line. Now with all of them torqued down, once again, I'll make sure it still rotates freely. And now I'm going to go ahead and put these Cobra Engineering pivot pins in there. Here you can see the difference, the size of the thread that goes in there. Before I put this pivot pin in there, I'm going to put a little bit of blue Loctite on there. You can put red Loctite on there. You don't really have to put Loctite on it at all, but I like to put it on there. And I'm going to torque those to 25 foot-pounds. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this oil gallery plug in there. Now what I do is I find a socket that fits kind of loose in there, because this is actually going to close a little bit when it gets hammered in. I like to take just a small amount of RTV and run it along the edge of this thing. Very thin coat on the oil one. And I don't like to get it up around the edges either, because my goal here is to not get any RTV on the side where the oil is going to be at. So any imperfections will get filled in by the RTV, but none of it will get pushed into there. Okay, now with our socket, I'm just going to put it up in there. Once it's in there, it sits just a little bit past flush. So there it is. There's our short block. The only thing left to do for this before I send it out is the oiling system. So I'm going to put oil pump on here, put the distance for the oil pickup tube, and install the pan.